Muster was a big part of today, but we also had BTS Room Live that happened a couple days ago. It was on Thursday because we got a notification. I was in the car with Catherine and Tanya. And so I was just trying to drive, and they were like, "Oh my God, Jared!" I was like, "I'm driving on the highway. What do you want me to do? I cannot pull over right now." Which was very funny, as we were expecting it.
Yes.
It was very colorful, very playful.
Yeah. Pat Piper was played, and I was like, I'm dead.
I'm done.
I'm
out of here. Bye.
Get out of here.
I'm like, really? Really? You're gonna do Pied Piper? Bitch. No. No. Those like first couple of notes hit, and I was like, all right, well, bye, I guess. I'll never see you again. So.
Yeah, I wasn't worried because I rewatched it after because I was driving. So I wasn't worried because normally when you get a Weverse notification, but that's of something that's on YouTube, is because they premiered it and it's live at that moment, but it's gonna be up after.
Yeah.
So I wasn't worried.
It was so good too. Like what did we get? We got Telepathy, Pied Piper.
They did a Dark and Wild song.
They did.
I don't remember the name. It's literally the song I'm stuck on in Rhythm Hive. Have been for months.
Hilarious. Why am I not like connecting pieces in my brain together?
I love how they did the whole title sequence with an infinity sign.
Yes.
And the whole, I don't know, I think
Look Here they did.
Thank you.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just love the whole aesthetic. Whoever was in charge of the entire just like creative process for them. And that was amazing.
A good job.
It was amazing.
Yeah, the infinity works so well with microcosmos. Like the galaxy is like infinite. There are infinite possibilities, infinite time, infinite planets, infinite, like it all fits so well together. So the fact that they designed that theme around microcosmos and then decided to have infinity and like the 8, perfect. It's perfection.
Yeah.
Like legitimately perfect.
And I think this is the last subject, planned subject. We got a bunch of photos this week. We got obviously the OT7 photo before muster, and then we got a bunch of selfies afterwards. Yes. But we also got a bunch of photo collections from past photo shoots and MV shoots and all of that. We got bombarded with photos this year. We always are, but I don't know. This year was very intense.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot.
A lot happening. Yeah, this muster felt so jam-packed with stuff. I'm trying to remember what happened last year. But it felt like there was more stuff this year.
Well, last year we didn't get a muster. We got Festa, but no muster.
Well, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah, the Festa.
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt
I think they tried to compensate with the fact that there wasn't any muster last year, and then this year they were we're kind of compensating because you didn't get a muster last year. So yeah.
Here's all the stuff.
There it is.
There it is. Yeah, I don't know. It
just feels good.
Yeah.
Cause I'm crying, but I'm also not sad.
No, it's not sad tears. Happy tears.
Because I wasn't even really feeling your post-concert depression this morning, which is extremely rare.
What? That's interesting. That's so true.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
That's a really good. Yeah.
I felt it for Mott's one. I felt it for Bang Bang Con, but this morning I did not feel any post-concert depression.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it?
Huh. Weird.
I just made you think about it.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Because I saw the post that you did earlier, Jess, but I'm like, I was like, I'm sad it's over, but I'm not feeling like any actual post-concert depression, which is very interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not as sad as I was. Like, I feel like for the first day of Mott's 1, I literally like spent probably an hour and a half afterwards, like just crying.
Yeah, but Jimin didn't help.
Crying.
Because he cried.
Yeah. And then having We Are Bulletproof the Eternal End, that
no.
Oh man.
No.
Abort.
Yeah, the first night was definitely the hardest. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Like I had a little like misties, little tears at the end.
Yeah.
But they weren't like, it wasn't like sobbing.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like at least for this entire year, or since the Nakata One concert, I feel like I haven't felt like BTS has gone like MIA.
Yeah.
It always felt like they are there, and they're always there, like doing something, releasing something, and so I feel like when I saw the Festa, or I mean the Fifth Monster thing, it was just kind of like another like thing that they were adding on to whatever it is that they were already doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, totally. It fit so well with like the entirety of Festa. Like it was just like a nice transition. Like we were getting all this stuff and then we have a concert at the end, you know?
But I'm glad that like we actually like got to be part of a muster, just because they're always you know, across the sea, and then they're really hard to like go.
And
like,
we're always like be able to see it like after when they release the
like
the
months
DVDs.
after.
Yeah.
And so
it was nice to experience.
It was nice to be part of it. Yeah,
like to enjoy and be part of it. And I don't know, like I hope even if we do get back to like when we get back to regular concerts, you know, like maybe they'll do something like that where you can be a part of it without, you know, having to attend.
I mean, they could like do the actual concert, but then do it like live streaming online.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I went to a Monster X concert at the Staples Center, and they had V Live staff. I don't know, what's a V Live staff? I forgot what staff they had. But they they were streaming it. While the concert was going on.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
So that was really dope, and it had multi view, so you were able to see like the entire concert.
Oh, that's nice. So cool.
Yeah, it was really dope.
Like like that would be a great way to
include international armies.
Yeah. Cuz like I don't know like what's going to happen when the tour comes back. Like I hope that they're going to add first of all dates to, I mean they didn't even release their European dates yet, so those will probably be released, I'm assuming. And then North America, like hopefully they'll add dates to the North American tour.
I remember seeing like a press conference where they were talking about how they wanted to make the whole experience before the concert even like bigger and you know, more festive. So I'm hoping that they do that. And also, can we talk about the numbers that they did? Because my God, those numbers were crazy numbers.
I'm really curious to see like what the actual like final viewing number was, because like Mott's 1 definitely like broke a couple records for the amount of people streaming a concert at the same time. But I'm interested to see like based on like the increase of, you know, this past like what year, well half a year of like armies entering and like some locals even getting tickets and watching, like I don't know.
Yeah, because the other thing too was that I was surprised given the amount of numbers that nothing crashed.
Right?
And I was like, whoever did this did it like a really good job to just like let it in.
And
Better
like,
figure everything out.
yeah, right? Like, and having the option of like 4K multi-view cameras, you know, like that's a lot of
That takes a lot
of
Yeah.
to just
ingenuity.
process everything, you know?
Yeah.
So I have no
But
idea
they've
how
been
they.
working on this for a really long time, and it's not the first one they've been doing this way. So like,
True.
I'm tipping my hat.
Oh, absolutely. I think like the way that they've sort of created these virtual experiences is like nothing I've ever seen before. Truly, like I
It's
watched.
Fedora.
I
They're doing a
watched
good job.
this like one concert because I wanted to see who was I watching it for? I was watching it for a specific artist. Oh, Baekhyun from EXO. He was doing like a couple of his single songs throughout this concert. It wasn't the best. Let me tell you, it was. I mean, luckily it wasn't that expensive to watch. Like it was like $20, so I didn't feel like bad about it. But I was also like,
Yeah.
this is not good. It was just I don't know.
Yeah, Shiny also did a virtual concert, and they had, man, that concert was crazy.
Was it?
They implemented these screens, which then became the background, but also everything was kind of just digital. Um, so they added like CGI right then and there,
Oh.
and so there was
Oh.
like a bunch of stuff that was going on at the same time while they were dancing and they were performing. Where I
Oh.
was just like, oh, do you guys watch The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how like the background is just a big screen?
Yeah.
It's not an actual set.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what they implemented.
Oh.
Gee.
That is interesting.
Yeah,
To
because it was in the
do.
back and the floor, so it was really interesting to see how like everything was being made. I remember watching an interview with them after, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like the only thing is that we sometimes get headaches because of everything that's going on at the same time."
Yeah.
But it was a really good performance.
That's fascinating because like VFX are not they're complicated. And
Yeah,
especially if you want to get like really technical about it, it's very difficult to reproduce, especially when you have to like especially when
do
you
it
have
like
to like
in real time.
rotoscope and like really do like fine detail stuff. Like that gets very complicated and it takes hours to do.
Yeah. Because I
So
think in Map
putting
of the
it
Soul 1, that happened while they were performing like Dope
yeah,
and like a couple other songs where the elevator was going up into different stages and things like that.
yeah.
So
That
that's
is not easy to do. Like the amount of planning that you have to do for that, especially to do it for a live thing, that takes
Yeah.
like months to plan in advance
yeah.
because you gotta really like you gotta really know what you want and what you want it to look like. Otherwise, it won't work like at all.
But I'm glad that like other groups have taken like that initiative to also be like, you know what, we're gonna make an online
Yeah,
concert, but we're also gonna make it like dope.
dope.
We're not just gonna do a
Yeah.
cop out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I
I
was
didn't.
recently, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't. I think TXT did one as well recently, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I saw it afterwards, but I didn't get to see it live. And they had like some similar stuff where it was like very cool sets and like performing the songs and the stages were really cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool stuff.
Because the most recent one I saw was 21 Pilots.
Oh,
They had a concert, but they had different sets built around an entire stadium. So they just moved from set to set. So it was really different. And it was like
that's
really
interesting.
refreshing just because I've seen other artists do US artists or just like English speaking artists do online concerts, but them just being in one stage without really changing anything.
Yeah, yeah,
And then like immediately just getting bored of it and being like, okay, well, this is the same thing over and over.
yeah.
But with
Yeah.
this specific concert, they had different sets and different outfits, so they changed and everything was like do its own thing. But I think that's something that I really loved about it was the effort that went behind it from the artist and them making this part of the universe,
Yeah.
because the album that they released is propaganda within the universe that they've created. So them having like a whole concert based on propaganda within their universe and then like being like, oh, like do this instead of that, or follow this and do that or whatever, was just so, it just added to the experience where I was just like, damn, like I love and appreciate this album even more now, because like this was done within or for part of that universe that is just ever expanding, and it just created more theories, and like it just added to the world of 21 Pilots. And I was like, man, I was like, this is what I want to see more of,
Oh
because it was amazing.
yeah, 100%. I love when artists do that, because it pulls you into like their like universe. Not to like overuse that word, but it's like kind of true,
Their
like,
universe, and they're a little bit into their creative process, because they are the one making all of it.
Yeah, and it's that level of like appreciation where it's not only you're appreciating them as like the individuals that they are, but also their artistry that they're attaching to themselves, like that appreciation and the craftsmanship that goes behind that is just unbelievable. And so when they do things like that, you're just like mind blown. Every time.
And the tickets weren't that expensive either. And it was funny because when I was watching an interview with them, Tyler was saying like, buy one ticket and just watch it with your entire family, or just share it. Like, we just want you to be part of it. That's all we want. And there was another artist that didn't have a live, but he released his album, and everything was like self-produced, everything. Oh, wow. And so when he was doing an interview about it, he was like, you know what? He's like, get a CD, put my songs into it, and then share it with like a neighbor or something. Like, just rip it. And I was like, I love the fact that you're promoting this, just because you just want people to like enjoy your music and just have a good vibe, And so I was like, oh, this is great.
Oh my God, that brings me back to the days, man. I used to do that all the
time. Same.
I remember when I was walking around with my Walkman.
Oh yeah, do you remember like Pirate Bay, when that used to be a thing? And,
yeah.
Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, just go on there and like rip stuff and like make CDs for your friends, and you're like, here's my playlist.
LimeWire.
Here's my mixtape.
LimeWire. Oh my
God.
Yeah, I remember having
really aging myself.
Yeah, same.
I'm honestly probably like the last generation that actually used those.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
The last my little brother by like because of me kind of is in the same boat, but like I'm the last
God.
Generation. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with a Game Boy Advance. It was great.
Game Boy Color.
Hey.
Same.
All right, I'm gonna see myself out now.